Near-death encounters. Next Chronicle.
Tonight,
I've been investigating a big-time murder.
a trophy wife,
You are so beautiful.
an abusive husband,
He gets very violent.
a secret lover.
He's gonna kill you.
One of them won't live through the night. Spin City's Barry Bostwick, Baywatch's Erica Eleniak, and Christopher Darden. One hot summer night. And now, the world premiere of One Hot Summer Night on the ABC Thursday Night Movie.
Yes?
Got a package from Mr. Brooks.
Okay.
Happy Halloween.
Well, listen, you tell that agent if his client's not in training camp tomorrow, he's history. I will not renegotiate, and I'll force him to sit out his contract. You got it? Good.
Excuse me, sir.
Who the hell?
We got a special delivery package for you.
How'd you get in here? What do you...
I'm sorry, boss.
Richard, wake up. There's somebody at the door.
Coming! Hang on! Who is it? Police, sir. What? Sorry to bother you at such an hour, sir. I'm Detective Mingus. This is Sergeant Clark. May we come in?
Yeah, come on in.
Richard? Who is it?
Are you Mrs. Arthur Brooks?
Yes?
Your husband's maid said you might be here. I'm afraid I have some bad news, ma'am.
What's going on?
Your husband, Mr. Brooks, was murdered about 2 hours ago.
What?
Happened at the mansion. Looks like an armed robbery. Whoever did it knew exactly where to go and what to do.
Oh, my God.
Under the circumstances, sir, would you mind telling me your relationship to Mrs. Brooks?
I'm her attorney.
That's convenient.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It's very late. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to imply anything. Why don't you give me a call in the morning and we'll set up a time to talk? Sure. Our condolences, ma'am.
I had the privilege of knowing Arthur Brooks, the man, not just Art Brooks, the myth. Oh, sure, he was brilliant at playing the controversial, always quotable sports owner. And yes, he worked hard to cultivate his image as a modern-day buccaneer, never afraid to pull his sword and fight. But there was another side to this fiercely competitive man, a more private, more complex, and gentler side. This Arthur Brooks was the loyalest of friends, a devoted father, and a loving husband.
The facts don't lie, folks. Right here are all the numbers for 3 straight years.
Sorry.
Well. As I was saying, for 3 straight years, the T-Bird's marketing budget has increased 22, 26, 36%. And what have we gotten in return? Well, let's see. Attendance, it's gone down every year. And the forecast for next season is even worse. Now, what does this tell me? That either you people are overpriced, or you simply don't know what the hell you're doing. With all the money I have invested here, I could have built out a dozen luxury boxes and tripled my return. And who are you? I don't remember seeing you before.
I'm Kelly Moore, sir, with Rinstead and Associates.
Oh, yes, my newest and highest priced consultant. So tell me, what do you think the problem is here?
I think you're a little too quick to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Is that right?
I think so.
Well, then I suggest, young lady, you show me the errors of my way.
All right. If you track the 3-year performances of your in-stadium promotions, such as Fan Appreciation Night and your vacation giveaways, you're going to see that this is where you're going to get the most bang for your buck.
And why is that?
Well, with all your advertising trade-offs, these stunts are very inexpensive, and they've increased attendance by an average of about 12%. So you could easily double the number of your promotions and then maybe cut back in less productive areas.
What did you say your name was again?
Kelly Moore, to see Mr. Brooks.
Yes, of course. Please come in. I'll tell Mr. Brooks you're here.
Thank you.
Oh, Miss Moore.
Hi.
Hey, good. Yeah, you're not put off by me asking you to work on a Saturday.
No, not at all.
Good, good. I thought we might have a light lunch before we got down to business.
That sounds great. Your house is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. You know, it's amazing how much you can acquire if you start cheating and exploiting people at an early enough age. I was about this.
Somehow I think you earned all this fair and square.
Oh, you careful now. I'm a sucker for flattery. Here, this way. Go back into this tile down here. There's a story, too.
Thank you.
So how long have you worked at Rinstead and Associates?
Oh, about 6 months.
You enjoy it there?
So far, so good.
Thank you, Philippe. Lisa, we'll have coffee in the study later.
Yes, sir.
You certainly lead a very charmed life.
You think so?
Yes, sir, I do.
No, please, no more sirs. Call me Art.
Yes, sir. Just kidding.
Well, here's to the start of a most profitable relationship.
Cheers.
I've always loved horses. Everything about them.
Me too. Started writing when I was in grade school.
Well, we'll go riding someday.
Okay.
Anyway, about 10 years ago, I went over to Ireland to try to buy this famous stud farm. The negotiations weren't going very well when all of a sudden I spotted this foal racing with his mother. There's something magical about him. And I asked the owner, and he said, well, indeed, he was so special. It was the only horse he ever bred that he would never sell. So I watched him again. I turned to the owner, and I offered him his full asking price, plus $200,000, but only if he included that foal.
What'd he say?
Are you daft?
So what happened?
Ever heard of a horse named Sligo Dancer?
I think so.
Triple Crown winner, Breeders' Cup, undefeated, 19 consecutive races. Miss Moore, I would like to introduce you to Sligo Dancer, in my opinion, the greatest racehorse of all time.
He's beautiful.
And do you know who he is?
That little foal in Ireland?
Exactly. But you see, there's a moral to this whole story.
And what might that be?
When I first laid eyes on that foal, I knew how extraordinary he was. And no matter what it took, no matter what it cost, I knew that I had to have him. Now that feeling, that certainty has only happened to me one other time in my life.
When was that?
Today. This very moment.
I don't understand.
Do you know why I'm so successful, Kelly? I've always been a gambler. I've never been afraid to roll the dice. How about you? Are you willing to go for broke?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about calling ahead of the airport, getting on my private plane, going to Las Vegas, and getting married.
You're kidding, right?
No. What do you say?
I do.
Big smile now.
Mrs. Brooks, would you like to have your breakfast in bed?
Oh, no, I'll be down in about 10 minutes. Thanks, Lisa.
You're welcome.
Good morning, sweetheart.
Ooh, you're up early.
Well, I had a conference call with New York.
Oh.
Whew. You are so beautiful.
Stay home with me today. You know what they say about all work and no play.
Don't tempt me, Kelly, please.
Why?
No. I wish I could, believe me, but...
But what?
Well, for starters, I've got to be in Denver at 3 o'clock. Hey, you're going to have to bear with me, babe. This is a very busy time.
Okay.
That's my girl. Look, I've got some papers I need you to sign.
Papers?
Yeah, ever since we eloped, my lawyers have been driving me crazy.
About what?
And we never got a prenuptial agreement. For someone in my situation, that's just unheard of. So, have a quick read, sign on the X's, and we'll live happily ever after. Hey, call me later. Okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
I can't believe he'd expect you to sign this.
Well, I don't know anything about contracts, so I thought I should at least talk to a lawyer.
I'm glad you did, because this,
What?
frankly, it's an insult.
He told me this was routine.
Believe me, this is not routine.
What should I do?
Be honest. Tell him you had an attorney review the documents and that they're simply not fair.
I can't tell him that.
Why not?
Because he's not the kind of man that you talk to that way.
Mrs. Brooks, your husband is a very sophisticated businessman. My guess? He'd be very surprised if you didn't see an attorney, and even more surprised if you didn't ask for major changes.
I hope you're right.
Kelly?
Does the dress meet with your approval, my lord?
What is this, some kind of a joke?
You don't like it?
Well, where do you think we're going, the MTV Awards?
Everybody said I look great in this dress.
Yeah, well, the hell with everybody. The only opinion that matters is mine. And I say it's totally inappropriate.
Arthur?
Don't give me this Arthur stuff. I'm honorary chairman of this event, and I'm not going to be upstaged by your cleavage.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Huh? Beautiful. Wear that.
Art, that dress is so old-fashioned. This one is much more contemporary.
Really? Well, it's also got a very big stain on it.
What? You bastard.
Don't you ever talk to me that way again. Do you understand me? Ever.
You were hurting me.
Yeah, well, not half as bad as your shyster lawyer is hurting me. Every day is some new demand, and to add insult to injury, I'm stuck paying his bills.
So that's what this is all about? Well, I have some rights too.
Rights? Right. What about my rights? We have a one-night stand. You think you deserve half of everything I own?
I can't believe you just said that to me. I really can't.
Look, I didn't mean it the way it sounded. It just... I'm sorry, Kelly.
Really? Then what did you mean?
I just want all this legal crap resolved. It's a pressure I don't need right now.
How do you think I feel?
Let's just forget it, okay?
Okay, let's just forget it.
You forgive me, right? You know I love you. Why didn't you go and make yourself beautiful for me? Okay.
People used to always ask me what my dad was really like. But what few people ever knew was my father's tireless devotion to charitable causes, his dedication to raising millions of dollars to help the needy or fund medical research. That's the kind of man that my dad really was. Thank you.
Take care of yourself. I'll see if I can come by tomorrow.
Yes, miss.
Thank you very much.
Kelly,
If you ever need to talk, just call. Anytime.
I will. Thank you, Reverend. It was a
You
very
had some
beautiful...
nerve coming here. Everybody knows what you
Jenna,
really are.
Jenna.
Everybody knows that you trapped my father.
Jenna, not here.
I'm sorry, Reverend, but no. Everybody just wants to whisper this, and nobody wants to tell the truth.
Jenna, the Reverend's right. Can we talk about this somewhere else?
No. Why did you have to come here? To mock my father?
Please,
Wasn't killing him enough?
Jenna.
What are you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Maybe you didn't pull the trigger, but you certainly know who did. You were behind the whole thing.
I am so sorry. No one believes what she just said.
I'll be fine.
Love that look when you first color your hair, but hate it when the color starts to fade?
Revlon Color Stay hair color won't fade away. It's the hair color with revolutionary Color Stay staying power. It penetrates deep into every strand, then locks in to resist fading. So shampoo after shampoo, your color stays rich,
Stays beautiful, and won't fade away, even on my gray.
Color Stay hair color from Revlon resists fading.
Won't fade away!
Revlon.
Mr. Howard, I brought the,
New carpet. Nice. Wow. That's great.
Good morning, Mr. Howard.
Good morning, Mr. Howard.
For your office, your business, your store. New carpet. It just feels better.
Mr. Howard?
I guess some vacations are just more fun than others. Carnival.
Whether you live in White Plains, New York, or across the country in Orange, California, you can count on the folks in the red vest. With thousands of stores from coast to coast, good help is always easy to find. America knows Ace is a place with a helpful hardware folks.
What's so hot about new Hot Pockets?
Crispy, crusty, tender, flaky crust.
Hot Pockets has an oven-baked taste right from the microwave, so your favorite Hot Pockets fillings are inside a
Crispy, crusty, tender, flaky crust.
every time.
What are you gonna pick?
New Crispy, Crusty, Tender, Flaky Crust.
Another breakthrough from the 1 Hour Labs of Lens Crafters. New Featherweights Plus lenses. They're lighter, they're thinner, they're more impact resistant. And now they're twice as scratch resistant compared to regular plastic lenses. New Featherweights Plus, only from Lens Crafters, made in about an hour.
Well, there was one year where I almost lost the entire backyard to crabgrass, and I vowed that would never happen again. The following year, I did use Turf Builder plus Halts. It not only got rid of the crabgrass, but it also greened up the lawn and thickened it. I used the cheaper brands, but I didn't have the color that I wanted, and I did have the weeds. Look how thick it is. Look at the color of it. There are no weeds. I take the credit instead of Scott's. I call it Luby Lawn. I'm very proud of the results that I get from Scott's. And there will be no crabgrass.
What was considered incredible in 1980 doesn't compare to what's incredible 18 years later. The all-new That's Incredible with new hosts and a whole host of new stories you can't believe, you won't believe, and, well, the all-new That's Incredible, ABC Saturday.
When a girl blossoms into womanhood, it can be very scary.
For Dad,
I got my first period today.
High five?
now she really needs Mom. And Spin City's Richard Kind.
I really don't think that's necessary.
I know, it's just I never get to use it.
A new Something So Right after a special home improvement. ABC St. Patrick's Tuesday.
One hot summer night, a Crimes of Passion movie returns in a moment.
In Mimi's sexual harassment case, Drew has been slipped a Mickey. Now he's under oath and under the influence.
Don't screw up, Carrie. I'm watching you.
So you like to watch, huh?
An all-new Drew. Then 21 million tuned in for the premiere. Find out why critics are calling Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place fresh and funny. ABC Wednesday.
There are lots of digital services out there, all making lots of noise.
But how many offer a complete digital choice package for only $34.99 a month? That includes 90 minutes of local airtime a month,
that doubles the first 6 months? And how many include a Qualcomm digital phone rental? And their lowest nationwide rate no matter where you go for one small fee? How many? Only one. And it's right here, Bell Atlantic Mobile.
Natalie Jacobson shines the spotlight on Boston's movers and shakers. Oscar nominee Ben Affleck.
The only thing that keeps me sort of sane about it is I figure that all of these movies that are nominated for Academy Awards all started off as just little ideas somewhere.
Hockey's Olympian Golden Girls.
When they put this around my neck was one of the greatest moments of my life. To be a part of it was just amazing.
And Arthur creator Mark Brown.
Arthur's a star. I'm just his agent.
In the Spotlight with Natalie Jacobson, Tuesday at 8.
The new Lincoln Town Car poses a dilemma for your accountant. Is it travel or entertainment? The new Town Car from Lincoln. Still exactly what a luxury car should be.
Robin Williams, Matt Damon, and Ben Affleck. Next Oprah. ABC, the network of the Academy Awards.
I appreciate you coming down here, sir.
No problem.
Guess you heard about that nasty incident at the cemetery with Mr. Brooks' daughter.
Everyone knows Jenna Brooks is psychotic.
Yeah, I heard she's had some problems.
She's been in and out of drug rehab for years. And she's always resented any woman that's ever gotten near her father.
Yeah, I heard that too. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to meet with you again. My partner, Detective Beltran, this is Richard Linsky.
Hey, hold on. Hey, how you doing?
Nice to meet you. You too. Let's go in here. It's a little tighter. This is such a high-profile case. The last thing I want to do is base my investigation on what the tabloids are saying.
Yeah.
You mind if I tape this?
No, go ahead.
Good. Now, for starters, how did you first get involved with Mrs. Brooks?
I handled some legal matters for her.
The so-called post-nuptial agreement.
Right.
But when did you go from being just her lawyer to her lover?
I guess, I would say that our relationship changed the day that she showed up at my office. Here you go.
Thank you.
Here, let me take that. Thanks.
Again, I'm sorry to just barge in on you like this.
There's no need to apologize. Just tell me what the problem is, and hopefully I can help.
My husband is totally out of control. He's had some business problems over the past few weeks. And
what?
And he is so competitive about everything. I mean, he hates to lose. And if everything doesn't go his way, he gets so angry. And when he gets angry, he gets very violent.
Oh, boy.
I shouldn't have come.
No, Mrs. Brooks, this is very serious, right? It's important that you talk to somebody, all right? Please.
I'm just really afraid that he's gonna kill me someday. I mean, I have bruises all over my body.
Did this just start, or it's been happening for a while?
It's been happening for over a month now, ever since he started drinking heavily again. I'm not trying to smother you, Art. I'm just trying to help.
What the hell are you talking about?
You! Us! Our situation! All this drinking and all this...
All this, what? Who are you, my mother?
No, I'm not your mother, but I am your wife, and I deserve better than this.
Oh, yeah? So do I!
God.
You come back here! Hey! Hey!
Where do you think you're going?
Art, let go of me. You're really scaring me.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's good. You should be scared because, you know what? You seem to have forgotten the rules around here.
Okay. Okay. you're right. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm tired. Okay, I'm sorry. Just let me go to bed. Okay? All right, Art. Let me go to bed. Art! Come on. Stop it. Art, get off me.
You'd better run, Kelly. You'd better run. You understand me? Good.
I was so scared. I had to lock myself in a guest bedroom that night. And I don't know what to do. Guess that's why I'm here.
You believe the marriage is over?
Oh, yeah. It's been over for a long time. And I can't live like this anymore.
The first thing we have to do is we have to get a complete medical examination with photos to document the physical abuse.
I can't do that.
Mrs. Brooks, you gotta trust me on this one. This is something you have to do.
If I go to my doctor, my husband's gonna find out.
No. I have a doctor. She's an old friend, and she'll protect your confidentiality. It's just crucial that we do it right away while the bruises are still visible. Let me call her, okay? I then took her to the doctor's and waited until she was done. Emotionally, this is the first time in my professional career I've ever crossed the line with a client.
Well, she's a mighty attractive woman. So, did she decide to file for a divorce?
No, not then. But then one night, it's been 1 o'clock in the morning, she came out to my house, really hysterical.
He went crazy on me. I mean, completely crazy. He pulled out this gun and he put it to my head, and I thought I was dead. I mean, it was horrible. I can't take this anymore. I can't. I can't.
It's all right. It's all right. It's okay.
I can't go back there, Richard.
No. No, you can't. No.
And how did Mr. Brooks take to all this?
According to Kelly, he was pretty unhappy.
Where you going?
The girlfriends?
What girlfriend?
You know, Kelly, you walk out on me now. Fat lady has sung. It's all over.
I think she's been singing for quite a while now, Art.
You know what's going to happen if you leave within 1 week? I guarantee it. I'm going to pick up a newspaper and read an item, some gossip column about how Mr. and Mrs. Arthur Brooks have split up.
Well, I can't help that.
You know how that's going to make me feel? Like an idiot. Because all of my enemies are going to be laughing at me.
Art, just stop it.
So, Kelly, if you do walk out of me, I want you to understand something. You're never coming back. Because I'm never going to let you back. You walk out, poof, you're gone. From my head and from my heart. On the other hand, if you want to give it another shot, try to set things straight, it's your call.
Later that day, she moved into my apartment. How we doing?
Okay.
You did the right thing, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just
Tough. Yeah. Something like this is usually tough.
At least one good thing came out of all this, though.
What's that?
You. Us. I really couldn't have made it these past few months without your kindness. Your understanding.
Wow. Not too shabby. You know, even if you won the lottery, you could never afford to live in a place like this.
Why is that?
Because the utility bills would cost a fortune.
Well, you gotta hand it to him. The man lived well. Too well.
Yeah, you can say that again.
And then everything ended for him one hot summer night.
Oh, man. You are a poet, you know that? A real poet.
No, I'm just a sensitive guy in a cruel world. And here's what we got. An abusive husband, his beautiful young trophy wife, her secret lover, and a $1 zillion estate.
So you think Prince Charming and Cinderella are behind it?
What do you think?
Well, unlike you, Mingus, I tend to keep an open mind.
Don't touch the hair. How many times I gotta tell you not to touch my hair?
Come on, I can't wait to see the inside of this joint.
I believe you said you worked for Mr. Brooks for about 5 years.
Yes.
Was he a good boss? Was he a nice man?
No, he was terrible.
Then why'd you keep working for him?
He paid me very well.
Yeah, well, I can relate to that.
Yeah, except I don't pay you that well.
You can say that again.
Please, don't sit on the furniture.
Sorry.
Where he comes from, they usually sit on the furniture.
That's right.
How about Mrs. Brooks? You like her?
I love Mrs. Brooks. So pretty, so thoughtful. But he was so mean to her.
Can you give us an example?
Sometimes I had to close my ears to get to sleep. He was always screaming at her, throwing things.
Well, we appreciate your honesty, ma'am. We really do. But because you liked Mrs. Brooks so much, you wouldn't withhold any information to protect her, would you?
No, sir.
Good. Now, besides all the shouting and throwing things, did you ever actually hear Mr. Brooks threaten to kill Mrs. Brooks?
Not Mrs. Brooks.
So you heard him threaten to kill somebody else?
Hello.
Mr. Linsky?
Yeah.
This is Art Brooks. I think you know who I am.
Yeah.
Listen up, buddy, and listen good. This insulting little affair with my wife is over. Finished. Kaput. You understand what I'm saying?
Are you threatening me, Mr. Brooks?
No, this is no threat, counselor. This is a fact. Either you stop seeing her immediately or you're a dead man. You got it? A dead man.
Introducing a new world where a curling iron is now good for your hair, where the blast of a blow dryer makes your hair look and feel healthier. This is the world of new heat-activated Thermosilk. Thermosilk shampoos and conditioners have a revolutionary protein formula that's turned on by heat to actually improve the condition of your hair, and nothing looks more amazing than that. New Thermosilk. Where there's heat, there's healthy hair.
I have the cleanest and the nicest smelling bathroom in the neighborhood.
Since I put Vanish hang-ins in, I actually haven't gone back to clean it.
I haven't seen any stains.
The dispenser is the key item.
It's easy to maintain, that's what it is. It's easy to maintain. Drop the tablet into the dispenser, hang it on your tank, and just flush.
The Vanish hang-ins repels the stains. There's no ring.
Vanish hang-ins. Repels stains and leaves your bowl sanitary. S.C. Johnson Wax.
If anybody doesn't believe me, ring my doorbell and you can smell my toilet.
This is my 4th date this week. You are so lucky you're not a blonde.
How do I look?
Great. Sinfully delicious, fat-free crunch and munch. You should feel guilty, but you don't. When some people have allergies, they sneeze a lot. Others get an itchy, runny nose or nasal congestion. Me, I had it all. So I said to my doctor, enough already. He prescribed Flonase nasal spray.
Multi-symptom Flonase. Once a day relieves all nasal allergy symptoms all day and all night long. For any or all of those nasal symptoms.
All it takes is Flonase.
For best results, Flonase must be used daily. Maximum relief may take several days. Side effects are generally mild and may include headache, nosebleed, or sore throat. Call to learn more. And now kids as young as 4 can use Flonase. For nasal allergy relief, ask your doctor about multi-symptom Flonase.
When you get it all it takes is Flonase.
Behold the power of cheese.
In the apartments, the air is dry. The heat will cause rashes, cause itch, and that's where Gold Bond comes in.
Triple Action Gold Bond medicates, absorbs, and soothes.
I really love Gold Bond, I do.
Triple Action Gold Bond. More than a powder, it's medication.
My kids love chocolate milk. This isn't just ordinary chocolate milk. It's rich chocolate Ovaltine. It's got vitamins Nestle Quick and Hershey syrup don't. For my kids, it's not ordinary chocolate milk. It's rich chocolate Ovaltine.
More Ovaltine, please!
Friday, the quickie facelift. Sound like a dream? It's real. Do it Friday, back to work Monday. Weekend facelift. You won't believe your eyes.
Plus, made in the USA. The label says so. But does this look like America to you? Foreign workers in a far-off land. How can this be? A hidden camera investigation.
2020 Friday. For something completely different on Saturday night. A faraway island where people worship America? Plus, what is going on here? What is he thinking? And how crazy are these guys? Stuff you've never seen on ABC News Saturday night at 10, 9 Central.
The future. Oceans cover the earth. One man still searches, one woman still dreams, and a child holds the secret.
He'll come for me, he will.
Kevin Costner stars in the network premiere of Waterworld. ABC Sunday. Parental discretion advised.
This is a surprise.
Just happened to be in the neighborhood. That jumping is pretty dangerous, isn't it?
Not if you know what you're doing.
It's a beautiful animal.
Yeah, my husband always liked horses a lot more than he liked people.
You didn't like Mr. Brooks very much, did you?
That's not true. He was a very different person when we got married.
What changed?
I didn't know it, but Art was a recovering alcoholic. And when he started drinking again, everything changed. I never hated my husband, Detective. I only hated what he became when he drank.
I'm sure you're aware that your husband threatened to kill Richard Linsky if he didn't stop seeing you.
Art threatened and tried to intimidate everybody. That's just who he was.
So you're saying that neither you nor Mr. Linsky took these threats seriously?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I believe that Arthur was perfectly capable of killing Richard, or me, or anyone, for that matter, who got in his way. Listen, I lived with that fear every single day of my life. That's why I had to move out.
But by moving in with Mr. Linsky, didn't you up the stakes?
What do you mean?
I mean, he was a very jealous and volatile guy. Wasn't that like throwing fuel on the fire?
Why did you come here, Detective?
To be honest, ma'am, ever since I talked to Mr. Linsky, I've been thinking.
Thinking what?
Maybe Mr. Linsky felt his life, your life, was in danger. And maybe he decided, without your knowledge, of course, to eliminate your husband before
That
he
is
could...
ridiculous. Richard is the kindest, gentlest man I have ever known. He and Art were polar opposites, and that's why Art hated him so much.
But Mr. Linsky knew about the threats.
I don't care. Richard could never hurt anybody. You know what? This is really getting annoying, Detective. Because right now, you're just grasping for straws.
Simply trying to do my job, ma'am.
Well, with all due respect, you're not doing it very well.
Mrs. Brooks. I apologize, ma'am, if I offended you in any way.
It's okay. Let's just forget about it.
Yeah.
Detective? Do you enjoy your work?
Why do you ask?
Just curious.
That's good, because I'm curious too. If you'll spare me just 10 more minutes of your time, I won't have to bother you again.
Is that a promise?
Scout's honor.
Okay. Then why don't we go up to the house for something to drink?
Sounds good to me.
What about this?
Stolen, abandoned the next morning, no prints.
What did he steal? 10 grand worth of jewelry and watches?
Yeah, Andy left behind a fortune in art.
So we know it was a professional hit, probably with some help from the inside. What about the maid?
I don't think so.
So you think it was the wife and her boyfriend?
That's the obvious.
Two lovebirds figure they'd kill rather than be killed and then pocket $100 million for their troubles.
Here's another scenario. Arthur Brooks was a big-time gambler with huge swings in his bank accounts. One month he'd have 10 million, the next, $10.
You know, I talked to a banker. He told me guys like Brooks are always floating a ton of debt.
And he'd get into big problems if one of his lenders says, pay up.
You think Brooks was involved with the mob?
Well, I remember checking into it. He spent a lot of time in Vegas.
You cross-reference all these phone records?
A year's worth of Brooks, the wife, and Linsky's.
I got a jury coming back. What about the cellular records?
You check them?
No, not yet.
Oh, come on, guys. What the hell are you waiting for? The press is hounding us like crazy on this.
Yeah? Well, tell the press we've had some cutbacks and we're dancing as fast as we can.
It's the 21st century. People use cells, email, the internet. Check it out.
Yes, ma'am.
Check this out. You know, Earl, I think she's got a crush on you.
You think so?
Oh, definitely. It's all in the eyes.
Did you see today's paper? According to courthouse sources, Brooks' widow has hired famed defense attorney Abel Gans, fueling speculation Mrs. Brooks and her lover, Richard Linsky, may soon be indicted for the murder of the controversial sports tycoon. And who could have leaked something like this? No, I know. You're right. None of this matters. I gotta go.
Excuse me, Miss Cabby.
Yes, Lisa.
Shall I set up for lunch in here?
Oh, no, I think down by the pond. It's much too pretty a day to be inside.
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
Your picture.
Yes, sir? Abel Gans. I'm here to see Mrs. Brooks. I guarantee they'll have my drive up on the evening news.
This is insane. I can't even go shopping without a TV crew following me around.
You're right, this whole thing is completely out of control. I mean, we need to prepare for the worst. That is why Abel's here.
But why are they looking at us instead of out there trying to find the real killer?
Because you're a sexier target. In every sense of the word. But the media circus can work both ways. I can go on CNN and lecture the press about rushing to judgment. Everyone remembers that poor security guard in Atlanta.
You can certainly raise some doubts about Art's character.
Absolutely.
Is that really necessary?
Yes, it is.
Richard is right. This case is already flavor of the day on trash TV and the tabloids. You just can't sit back and hope that somehow reason will prevail.
Well, I hate to say it, but the Queen of Mean was right.
The sale records.
Guess who Richard Linsky called last month?
O.J. Simpson?
Better. One Vincent Coupe de Ville.
You're joking.
No. And on the night of the murder, Vincent Coupe de Ville used his cell phone to call Richard Linsky.
Way to go, Holmes. Way to go. Here he is.
Why did I think he'd be driving a caddy?
Not Coop. He's always had a lot of style.
Yeah, well, that kind of style takes a lot of money.
Man's resourceful. When the killing business is slow, he'll do a little kidnapping, extortion. Coop's always been an all-service gangster.
Yeah, well, let's go bust his gangsta ass.
Yeah.
Mr. DeVille, there's a policeman on the way up to see you.
Thank you, baby.
Hey, Coop. Long time no see.
Earl of Pearl. What brings you knocking on my front door?
Got a search warrant, Coop. So why don't you invite me in? What's with the eggs?
We're just making an omelet. Wait. What's this all about?
I've been investigating a big-time murder. Big time. Someone killed this sports guy, Arthur Brooks. Maybe you read about it in the papers.
I don't read the paper.
Too much negativity, right?
Exactly. Hey, look, man, if you come here accusing me of something, I got nothing to say to you till I talk to my lawyer.
That's my partner. Door's open.
Mingus!
In here.
Hey, no.
You going on a trip?
You are not going to believe this. I'm walking down the alley, and this comes flying out of that window.
Gee, I wonder how that could have happened. Nice and light, Coop. Nice and light.
I use it to shoot rabbits.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I guess this is a new white coffee they're brewing in Colombia, huh?
You know, Coop, possession of a firearm and narcotics with intent to sell is a serious violation of your parole.
I didn't know what was in there till I got it home. I was just doing a favor for a friend.
Let me tell you something, Coop. We believe you. Don't we, Eddie?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But some of these judges nowadays, they may not buy into this little...
They got no heart, Coop. No human compassion.
And under the 3-strike rule, I do believe you're going to do hard time.
Oh, very hard.
For the rest of your natural life. It's Monty Hall time, Coop. What do you say?
Coop? Let's make a deal.
Okay, man. But first you gotta show me what's behind door number 1.
Is that exactly what he said? Good. Those are my instincts, too. I just hope he can yodel. No, don't you remember? We're going to the Alps for Oktoberfest. That's right. Okay. Okay. Ciao.
Miss Kelly, Miss Kelly.
What's the matter, Lisa?
The police are here. They want to talk to you.
The police?
Yes.
I'm afraid I have some bad news for you, ma'am.
What is it?
I have to place you under arrest for conspiracy to commit murder.
What? Oh, you gotta be kidding.
What are you doing? Sorry, you can't do that.
I have to call Richard.
You can't, he's not home.
Where is he?
My partner picked him up 10 minutes ago.
Well, what are you doing? Get your hands off of me.
You have the right to remain silent. If you give up that right, anything you say can
I want to talk to Richard right now.
you in a court of law.
Why are you doing this to me, detective?
Not according
You're
to
making a terrible mistake, detective. A terrible mistake. I didn't do anything. I'm innocent.
Buying tires is easier if it's easy on your wallet. It's easier at Sears, because you can save $20 to $60 on a set of 4 select tires from Michelin, Goodyear, Yokohama, and more. And BF Goodrich Plus tires are as low as $19.99. This great tire sale ends soon. So get in, get tires, and get rolling. Sears Auto Center.
Doesn't your body deserve to be as beautiful as your face?
New Pond's Ultra Silk Body Lotion takes dramatic advances in face care, like alpha hydroxys, below the neck. For younger looking, more beautiful skin all over. New Pond's Ultra Silk.
They give us heroes, they give us hope, they let us laugh and cry and fall in love. Movies touch us as few things can. Any technology that heightens the experience of watching movies at home makes life even more enjoyable.
DVD video from Philips Magnavox. Technology for the heart, the spirit, and the imagination.
This boy's genius is unparalleled.
Good Will Hunting has been nominated for 9 Academy Awards, including Best Actor Matt Damon, Best Director, Best Supporting Actor Robin Williams, Best Supporting Actress Minnie Driver, and Best Picture of the Year. Critics say if there is an upset for Best Picture, Good Will Hunting is the one. This movie proves the best special effect of all is real human emotion.
I love you.
Good Will Hunting, rated R, now playing.
My sunny, funny Sarah. Never a frown,
unless she has a fever. Then I give her Children's Advil. It can work almost 45 minutes faster than Children's Tylenol. Lasts up to 8 hours. There's that smile. Children's Advil, now also in grape.
ABC St. Patrick's Tuesday. While Wilson celebrates far away, niece Willow's gonna play, and it's the Taylors who pay.
Oh my God, we've lost Wilson's niece.
And now, no bar will be left unturned. An all-new home improvement, followed by the new comedy That's Life. ABC St. Patrick's Tuesday.
One hot summer night, starring Barry Bostwick and Erika Eleniak, will return.
While some records were being set in Japan, another one was being set at home. An event not even the Olympics could stop. News Center 5 captures the gold again. News Center 5, Boston's #1 local news. From early in the morning.
You're watching News Center 5's Eye Opener.
Much more news ahead in this edition of the Midday.
Into the night.
To vaccinate children.
Stay tuned now,
because the news continues.
For gold medal coverage you can count on News Center 5.
Not in time? Press *69 and get back that call you missed.
How am I? Oh, a little tied up.
*69 from Bell Atlantic.
To celebrate the harvest, the 5 brothers lit a bonfire, and Marcello's idea for an enticing grilled sauce was born. Red peppers, onions, and garlic grilled mellow enhanced Raphael's fine, fresh tomatoes. As sparks became stars, they captured the fire of that night in their sauce. Taste the new pasta sauce they inspired. Grilled summer vegetable. 5 brothers, 1 passion.
Where's your father?
You don't want to know.
Here he comes.
Watch out, Dad!
Yeah. Here he comes.
Hey, it's Chevy Venture. With a remote-controlled door. Pretty convenient, huh?
Whoa, Dad.
What? Chevy Venture.
Let's go.
Good idea.
Near-death encounters. People on their way to the other side, but back again. What happened? What did they experience? Back from Death. Chronicle tomorrow.
The $3 million jackpot tonight on Channel 5.
Tonight's movie continues here on ABC.
God, am I happy to see you. This is beyond a nightcap.
I know. But not to worry. We'll sort it all out.
What about Richard? Is he all right?
I just spoke with him 20 minutes ago. He sends you his love.
When can I see him?
Probably not till we go to trial.
What? What do you mean? I have to stay here until then? What about bail?
We'll try. But I'm not optimistic. Kelly, this is murder 1 with special circumstances.
This is really insane.
Unfortunately, the police have a confession from a professional killer who claims that you and Richard hired him to murder your husband.
That's not what happened.
In addition, there's some very incriminating phone records and bank transfers.
So what are you saying? You think we're guilty?
No, but I need some explanations. Otherwise, I can't begin to defend you. I just need you to tell me what happened. Just tell me the truth.
Okay. A couple of weeks after I moved out, I went to go see Art, hoping maybe we could end things on a more positive note. No, thank you.
You know, I've been divorced before, and it's always been unpleasant. But this time, for some reason, I'm taking it very personal.
Arthur.
No, hear me out, because this time I really feel betrayed. I mean, it was bad enough you seeing this divorce lawyer behind my back, then I find out that you're bopping the guy. I mean, talk about rubbing salt into my wounds.
I never wanted to hurt you, Art.
Well, you did. And when somebody kicks me, I kick him back. Only harder.
You know what? This is not why I came here.
Do you honestly think that I'm going to allow you to just walk away with a ton of my money? Ha!
I don't know what to think. I guess maybe I thought we could work things out like friends.
Friends, don't you understand we are now enemies? I'm going to use every tool, legal or otherwise, to see you destroyed.
Let go of me!
Hey! How about one last kiss for old time's sake, huh?
Off me!
If you really care about that new boyfriend of yours, I suggest you hire a food taster. Or someone to start his car every morning.
Art kept his promise. He started a campaign of harassment that got more threatening by the day. I'd be driving along and all of a sudden he'd pull up next to me. Or he'd send me flowers with a really twisted note.
Let the machine get
Richard? Hi. Just checking in to see if Kelly's still worth it. Yes, she is beautiful, but you know, what good will that do you if you wake up one morning with a bullet in your head? Dead man can't make love, you know.
He's drunk.
Yeah, well, that's when he's the worst. We can't do this anymore, Richard. We need to get some protection.
Okay. Let's just think this thing through here, okay? I don't know, even with this tape, I don't think the police are gonna...
We can't go to the police. This is gonna wind up in the newspapers. I mean, we're gonna be a laughingstock. Your career, your
Okay, what are you suggesting?
I don't know. Maybe we have to hire a bodyguard or a detective or something,
Okay,
but...
okay, all right, look. I know a PI. He's an ex-federal agent. His name's Gene Walsh. He's very, very well connected. He's also very discreet. See what he thinks.
He's a contract killer out of Vegas. There's nothing this guy wouldn't do if the money was right.
So Art's planning to have Richard killed?
No, come on. He's just probably trying to scare me away, right?
I wouldn't take that.
Why not?
Because nobody hires Vinny DeVille to scare. They hire him to kill.
Oh, my God. Now we have to go to the police, Richard.
I'm not sure that'll solve your problem.
What do you mean?
Other cops will take notes. They'll send a car by every 8 hours. Meanwhile, Vinny can sell the contract to somebody else, and Richard's life is still in danger.
So what are we gonna do?
So what did Walsh suggest?
He wanted to set up a meeting with Art, confront him with the information, make him call off DeVille, just settle everything once and for all.
Is that what happened?
No. The meeting with Art never took place. Walsh said he'd had it all arranged, and then it was canceled. Nobody ever told me why.
Hi. How was your run?
What?
Vincent DeVille.
Okay, I'm gonna count to 10, and if you're still standing here, I'm gonna start screaming.
No, why would you want to do that?
Because I know who you are.
Well, then you know I would never hurt you. At least not out here in the open like this.
What do you want?
I want to talk
About what?
about a business proposition.
I'm not interested.
You know, I know all about that gumshoe Walsh planning to talk to your husband. Let me tell you something, I don't trust either one of them. I survive by my instincts. And my gut tells me when somebody's trying to set me up.
Set you up?
Yeah, and that's why I want to talk to you. I got a proposal. Something that I think's gonna solve everybody's problems.
Richard, talk to me, please.
I don't know what to say. I can't believe you would even consider this. On second thought, hey, why not? We'll hire this professional killer, pay him an extra $10,000. He'll kill Art instead of me, and everything will be back to normal.
This isn't funny.
No, it's not, Kelly. But this is so out of control, and someone will end up dead unless we put a stop to it.
I agree. I totally agree. But DeVille says that this is our only option.
Option? Kelly, are you hearing what you're saying? Killing someone is not an option.
Art is a monster, and he's gonna kill you, and then he's gonna kill me. That's what DeVille said, and there's only one way to stop him. I love you, Richard. But if anything ever happened to you, I don't think I could go on. I mean, he's right. We have no choice.
Hey, time to load up on PlayStation games. Greatest hits are on sale. Crash Bandicoot, Jet Moto.
But I don't even have a PlayStation.
You do now.
Mom know about this?
Who?
PlayStation.
In the apartments, the air is dry. The heat will cause rashes, cause itch, and that's where Gold Bond comes in.
Triple Action Gold Bond medicates, absorbs, and soothes.
I really love Gold Bond, I do.
Triple Action Gold Bond. More than a powder, it's medication.
My kids love chocolate milk. This isn't just ordinary chocolate milk. It's rich chocolate Ovaltine. It's got vitamins Nestle Quick and Hershey syrup don't. For my kids, it's not ordinary chocolate milk. It's rich chocolate Ovaltine.
More Ovaltine, please!
Other toothpaste? Forget them. I found the zing of Arm & Hammer Peroxycare.
New improved Peroxycare. It's today's most potent baking soda and peroxide toothpaste because it has more baking soda cleaning power than all others combined.
Love those germ-killing bubbles.
Singing bubbles tell you germs are killed, so teeth are clean, breath is fresh.
The zing makes my mouth feel healthy.
New improved Peroxycare. Today's most potent baking soda and peroxide toothpaste. Feeling is believing.
New Hot Pockets Pizza Minis. The crispy mini with big pizza taste. Hot Pockets Pizza Mini. Have a real crispy, real pizza taste right from the microwave. Hot Pockets Pizza Mini. The crispy microwave mini with big pizza taste.
Mom, if you have trouble sleeping, take a Unisom. It helped last time, didn't it? Didn't you feel better after a good night's sleep? It's okay. It's not habit forming. That's right. Unisom. Mom, there's nothing wrong with helping yourself get a good night's sleep. All right? I love you too.
So, where do you find America's favorite fries? Did somebody say McDonald's?
Man, this gray hair makes me look old.
Then do what I did. Get rid of it.
You were gray? I never knew that.
No one can tell you use the remarkable hair coloring called Just for Men. Simply shampoo in, then rinse. In only 5 minutes, this unique Just for Men formula blends away the gray, actually matches your gray to your real color.
Even I can't tell what used to be gray. Thanks.
Just for Men. Looks so natural, even friends can't tell.
Want a taste of something to make you feel good?
Leave me alone.
A little crack won't hurt you.
I said no, man.
Good job, son. That's just what you do if that ever happened.
Okay, Dad.
Monday, John Larroquette goes all out to defend himself.
There's a dead guy. Everybody thinks I killed him. You committed cold-blooded murder. There's a dead guy. Life he was, a pest.
I'm gonna get you right here.
Took a knife right in the chest.
We find the defendant, Joseph Herrick.
Here's the dead guy.
A very entertaining all-new practice, ABC Monday. This week, everyone's looking for something.
Did my father rape my mother?
What's Brenda up to?
Wait and see.
See ya.
Somebody took my babies.
And if it isn't business, it's personal.
Where is he?
I have no idea.
He doesn't belong to you. You have no right!
Police! Find out why everybody's watching General Hospital, ABC Daytime. You won't be safe anywhere. Creature, this May on ABC.
Whether you did it for love or money, or just for the hell of it. But it's of no importance to me.
Abel?
No. Hear me out. As a defense attorney, I would guess that about 98% of my clients are guilty. And I don't have a problem with that because my job is not the quest for truth. It's to provide my client with the best possible defense. But once a client tells me he's guilty, I can't provide him with the best possible defense because the illusion of innocence that I need to maintain has been shattered.
What are you talking about? I am innocent.
Didn't you just tell
Abel,
me?
you never let me finish.
Then tell me. Did you go ahead and pay Vincent DeVille to kill your husband?
No. No, I did not.
The next day, we came to our senses and decided to call the whole thing off. Looking back on it, I really feel I was on the verge of a nervous breakdown. As Richard said, it was madness. Absolute madness that I even proposed it. And that afternoon, Richard met with DeVille to tell him what we decided.
How did DeVille take the news?
Not well. DeVille went wild. He said we were double-crossing him. He demanded to be paid in full.
And that's when he started blackmailing us.
That explains the phone calls and the money transfers.
Yes. I mean, this whole thing just... Richard finally told him that we were going to the police. And then the next morning, Detective Minkus came over and told us that Art was murdered. You have to believe me. I'm telling you the truth. We had nothing to do with the killing. It was all DeVille. I guess I made a mess of things.
That you did. But I've seen worse. Now at least I have something to work with.
Thank you.
How dare you walk away from me?
Hey, nobody talks to me like that. Nobody.
And no cop has the authority to make a deal like this.
In case you forgot, Counselor, I called you about this.
Yes, and I said I'd consider immunity. But little did I figure that you'd turn around and give away the store. Do you know what the press is going to do to us on this?
To hell with the press. I made this deal because it was the only way to make Coop talk. And because I got Coop to talk, the case is solved and you're going to get 2 high-profile convictions.
You really don't get it, do you? All the public is going to hear is that we gave full immunity to an admitted killer. And no matter what happens at the trial, he goes scot-free.
Excuse me, but I don't think you get it. Vinny DeVille may be scum, but he isn't stupid. If he doesn't get immunity, he'll show up in court and claim he made the whole thing up. A smart defense lawyer like Abel Gans will explain away all the circumstantial evidence, and bam! They're all not guilty.
I just hope that you have started planning for your retirement, Detective. Because this time, you've gone too far.
Oh, yeah? Let's see who has the last laugh, Counselor. Let's just wait and see.
From the incriminating phone records to the cash transfers and the confession of their hired killer, we will show you a meticulously planned mosaic of murder. And ladies and gentlemen, Please, do not be fooled by appearances. Don't keep asking yourselves, why? Why would such an attractive, well-educated couple plan such a savage crime? The answer is really quite simple. Sex and money. Lots of money. And for the defendants, Richard Linsky and Kelly Moore Brooks, that's what it all came down to. Jealousy and greed. Two of the oldest, most intoxicating, and deadliest of all criminal motives.
There is one thing the prosecution said that I do agree with. This is really a very simple case. The entire government case is based on the word, the credibility of a despicable lowlife named Vincent DeVille. Can you believe the prosecution gave an admitted killer total and absolute immunity? A free pass to go out and murder someone else. But there is a price for Mr. DeVille's cooperation. He must appear in this courtroom and lie, making up a story that never happened, hoping to convince you, like his good friends in the district attorney's office, that what he is saying could be true. But none of it is true, ladies and gentlemen. And please, remember something about Vincent DeVille when he takes the witness stand. His very name, DeVille, is derived from the word devil. And that is exactly what the prosecution has done. They've made a wicked, immoral, and self-serving deal with Lucifer himself.
I do.
Did you or the police first raise the issue of immunity?
Me. I said no immunity, no information.
And what if they had said no?
I wouldn't have talked.
You mean you wouldn't have implicated the defendants?
Right.
Is it against your nature to ever help anyone in law enforcement?
Yeah.
Mr. DeVille, are you aware that my office was very unhappy with the scope of immunity promised to you by the arresting officer?
Yes.
And do you also know that if you suddenly retracted everything in your confession because of that blanket immunity, there's not a thing that we could do to prosecute you for the killing of Arthur Brooks?
Right.
So why are you helping your enemies in law enforcement?
I'm not here to help anyone. I'm here because I made a deal to tell the truth.
And what is the truth, Mr. DeVille?
Those two were behind this whole thing from the get-go. It was a total crock that Arthur Brooks hired me to kill them. They're the ones who hired me to kill him.
You're a liar! Why are you doing this?
Mr. Gantz, control your client.
Yes, Your Honor.
This is Brooks. One more outburst like that and you'll be held in contempt, understand? Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Just because I wear makeup doesn't mean my clothes have to.
Revlon creates Color Stay, makeup that looks just applied all day and won't rub off on your collar.
Or on him.
Revlon's oil-free Color Stay makeup. Revlon.
My father always said, don't brush your teeth too hard. But I want to do a good job.
Introducing the Pro Care brush from Mentadent with a flexible handle so you can be more gentle on your gums while cleaning your teeth, like dentists recommend.
I've never seen anything like it.
The new Mentadent Pro Care brush.
Here you go. Can't wait to get a big house.
Just can't wait to get out of this big old house. Fortunately, everyone's idea of a dream house isn't always the same. As part of the world's #1 real estate sales organization, Century 21 professionals have the power to do more than anyone else to help you buy or sell a home. In other words, to make your dreams come true. That's the power of number one, Century 21.
What do you look for in grass seed? Quick results?
We seeded it with Scott's seed last fall. As soon as I planted it, boom, it just came in.
A really terrific lawn?
And it feels like crushed velvet under your feet. It's wonderful.
How about weeds? Bargain brands can contain thousands of weed seeds that can ruin your lawn forever.
You can spend $1 or $2 less for a bag of seed.
But you don't want weeds in your grass seed.
Scott's Premium Grass Seed, 99 and 99 100% weed-free for a beautiful lawn guaranteed.
From the Academy Award-winning creators of Fargo, expect the unexpected. The Big Lebowski is a wildly entertaining comedy adventure.
A nice marmot.
The Coen brothers work their movie magic again.
You figured here's a loser, a deadbeat.
Aren't ya?
Well, yeah.
Jeff Bridges is comic perfection.
Careful, man. There's a beverage here.
John Goodman is at his big, bad best.
Take that hill.
And Rolling Stone calls it hilarious fun. The Big Lebowski, rated R. Now playing.
You can't start the day without absolutely pure Tropicana Pure Premium.
What about the moon? I'm working on it.
Over the past 70 years, Oscar has honored the best films from Hollywood and the world. Performances that have made you laugh and cry, touched and even changed you. Oscar night is the night stars are born, legends are made, and history's created. It's live. The 70th Annual Academy Awards, 1 week from Monday on ABC.
One hot summer night, a Crimes of Passion movie returns in a moment.
Tonight at 11 on News NA5.
Illnesses spark new concerns about a toxic waste site in Ashland. Snow squalls in New Hampshire trigger a 40-car pileup.
You couldn't see more than maybe 20 yards in front of you.
Local pub kicks off St. Paddy's Day a wee bit early. The Sox, the Bruins, and March Madness. We'll take a peek at the weekend forecast for you. Details coming up.
News NA5 starts at 11.
Considering where you usually drive, which makes more sense? An off-road vehicle or the quintessential on-road vehicle? The all-wheel drive cross-country. Decide for yourself on our website. Serve safely.
There are lots of digital services out there, all making lots of noise. But how many offer a complete digital choice package for only $34.99 a month? That includes 90 minutes of local airtime a month. That doubles the first 6 months. And how many include a Qualcomm digital phone rental? And their lowest nationwide rate no matter where you go for one small fee? How many? Only one. And it's right here, Bell Atlantic Mobile.
It's Filene's Spring Shoe Spectacular. It's our biggest shoe sale of the season. Save up to 40%. Don't miss incredible once-a-season savings, only at Filene's.
Volvo introduces a welcome alternative to vehicles designed to go off-road. A vehicle designed to stay on it. The all-wheel drive cross-country. Visit our website to learn more about it. Serve safely.
Some people have real problems. Help us improve the balance and break the cycle of homelessness. Please call Shelter Inc. today.
I first met Mr. Brooks through a mutual friend we had in a racing business. Brooks said he had a problem he was hoping I could fix. Sligo Dancer. Yeah, that's a hell of a horse. This is a thrill, Mr. Brooks. You know, I won $5 grand on him in the Derby. A big day for me. What a beautiful horse.
You know, I've had a lot of women in my life, but I've never felt the way I do about Kelly. There's just something. She's so...
How can I help?
Well, I think she's been cheating on me with this yuppie divorce lawyer she's been talking to behind my back.
You planning to get a divorce?
No, I wasn't. If it comes to that, I need you to get the facts, but very discreetly.
Discreet's my specialty.
Good. It has to be documented. Because adultery triggers a clause in our post-nup agreement which cuts her payout by 75%.
I'll get on it right away.
You know, nothing would make me happier than if you came back to me and said that I was just imagining all this. It was all in my head.
No, I see what you mean. She is one beautiful woman.
And did you, in fact, uncover evidence that Mrs. Brooks was having an adulterous affair with Richard Linsky?
Yes, I did.
And how did Mr. Brooks react to this news?
Not well.
That son of a bitch. How did you get these?
I'm sorry, boss, but you said you wanted the truth.
Yeah, I can't believe they'd act like this in public when they could be seen by people who know me.
I got some video, too.
Yeah, I don't want to see it. You just hold on to it. It's just... It's so insulting. Listen. Can you, throw a scare into this guy?
Sure, just tell me how big.
Yeah, well, nothing physical. I just want you to start playing with his head. Really make his life miserable.
Gotcha. Playing with people's heads, another one of my specialties. So I started doing my thing against Mr. Linsky. It's like April Fool's stuff, you know, leaving weird messages, following his car. Then one day I'm out walking my dogs, and all of a sudden he's right there beside me. He says, we need to talk.
I'm gonna cut straight to the chase, pal. Art Brooks is never gonna let Kelly go under any circumstances.
It's none of my business.
No, but I've been checking on you and I know what your business is.
Is that right?
That's right. And I've got a serious business proposition for you.
I'm all ears.
Before Art Brooks has you kill me, you kill him. $25,000 up front, $25,000 when it's done. Are you interested?
You make it 75 with half up front. I'm very interested.
That's what I was hoping you'd say.
And that, Mr. DeVille, is when the conspiracy to kill Mr. Brooks was agreed to.
Yeah. After that, it was just working out the logistics.
Everything the man said was a lie. We never had a meeting like that. It's preposterous. He's just making it up.
He's the one who came to us.
It's like the Twilight Zone. Something very strange is going on here.
Richard's right. It's a conspiracy. I mean, why else would he be lying?
He's lying to save his skin. That's the deal he made. And the DA has obviously coached him.
I can't believe how nonchalant you are about all this.
That's because we haven't got up to bat yet. Remember, Gene Walsh, a very respected private investigator, is going to blow a hole through everything DeVille said. And once his credibility is destroyed, the whole case is over. Okay. Now listen to me. No matter what outrageous lies you hear, keep your cool, all right? No more outbursts, Kelly. Block is a hanging judge, so don't give him any more rope. In your earlier testimony, Mr. DeVille, you said you liked Mr. Brooks. You even felt sorry for him.
That's right.
Then why did you brutally murder him in cold blood?
Because that's what they hired me to do.
And as a consummate professional, you always try to carry out the wishes of the people who hire you. Right?
Right.
So, if somebody said, I will give you total immunity against prosecution if you will lie on the witness stand, you'd certainly be prepared to do that, right?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
With all due respect, Your Honor.
Mr. Gantz, if you'd like, you may rephrase your question.
Mr. DeVille, is there any crime that you wouldn't commit or help carry out if you were sufficiently compensated?
I don't know.
For example, if somebody offered you $100,000 to kill a member of this jury, You wouldn't have a problem with that.
Objection. This line of questioning is absurd.
I agree. Strike the question from the record.
Your Honor, the prosecution's entire case is built around the word of this admitted killer.
That is not true.
So I should be allowed to show the jury who this man really is, in his own words.
Your Honor, Mr. DeVille is not on trial here.
But his word is.
Fine. But like any witness, he deserves a certain degree of respect, not browbeaten and badgered.
Your Honor, this is all about PR. They're just embarrassed. They're in bed with this animal.
Your Honor.
That's enough, both of you. No, I'm going to give you a little leeway here, Mr. Gantz, but I am warning you. Any more name-calling or attempts to inflame this jury, and I will shut you down so hard and so fast.
I understand, Your Honor.
Well, you'd better. Now, unless there are any objections, let's break for lunch. Hey, think Abel's scoring some points?
I love you.
It'd be just fine.
Could I speak to my attorney just for 1 minute? What's the matter? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
You know your theory that there's some kind of huge conspiracy going on here? Well, I am beginning to believe you're right.
What are you talking about? What happened?
Gene Walsh, our star witness. The one person who knows that DeVille started this whole thing.
What about him?
He disappeared.
He disappeared?
Left a cryptic message with his secretary that he had to go to Europe, and he hasn't been heard from since.
What does this mean? What if he doesn't come back?
I have to be honest. It's a killer. An absolute killer.
Abel, there's got to be something we can do.
Other than you and Richard taking the stand.
I thought you said that was too risky.
But under the circumstances, we don't have any other options.
Oh, my God.
You'll be all right. So you're saying that conversation never happened?
It didn't happen that way.
And the conversation in the park that he described in such detail?
Never took place.
So just about everything that Mr. DeVille said on this witness stand was a lie?
That's correct.
Please, sir. In your own words, tell us what really happened.
The day after we first met, we met again.
Now, I don't understand what kind of game you're playing here.
It's not a game. We just can't go through with something like this.
Yeah, why's that?
We slept on it and decided that it's just not who we are or who we want to become.
Save the sermon for Sunday school, will you, pal? Listen, this is a major problem for me.
We're willing to compensate you for any of your troubles.
No kidding. I double-crossed my client. Now you double-cross me. What do you think that's worth?
Whatever you think is fair. We just want out of it.
Out of it, yeah. Who do you think you're dealing with? That's some turnip that just fell off the truck!
No.
I bet that weasel Gene Walsh is behind all this, huh?
No, he doesn't know anything about it.
Yeah, right. And I bet you're not gonna go to the cops and leave this to the press and sell me down the river either, are you?
No.
I ought to whack you right now. Right now! And have it blamed on your pal Arthur Brooks. That way I kill two birds with one stone. But then I don't make any money, do I? And somebody's gotta pay for all this aggravation. Somebody's gotta pay.
So, fearing for your life, you agreed to pay Mr. DeVille's blackmail demands.
Yes.
And that explains the withdrawals from your accounts and the matching deposits into Mr. DeVille's accounts.
That's right.
And when was the last time you actually spoke with Mr. DeVille?
The night of the murder.
No more excuses, man. I want that other 10 grand tonight. They'll get it for me in jewelry, gold. But you stop jerking me around. I want it tonight.
We didn't know what to do. He sounded so crazy on the phone. And Kelly was falling apart. She said we had to go to the police. Instead, the next morning, the police came to us.
To inform you that Arthur Brooks had been murdered.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Linsky. No further questions at this time, Your Honor.
Miss Spina?
If I could have a minute, Your Honor.
So far, so good.
Before they continue on, I need to talk to Richard in private.
Why?
It's very important, please.
Your Honor, may I approach the bench?
You may. Miss Spina.
Ever since I heard that our star witness disappeared, I've really given this a lot of thought, and I don't want you to think that I'm acting out of despair or desperation or...
Do what? What are you talking about?
When I take the stand, I'm going to say that I hired DeVille to kill Art without your knowledge.
You're gonna do what?
More than ever, I believe that there is a conspiracy against us, okay? And our only hope is for you to be acquitted and then work for my release.
See, this is madness.
No,
This
no,
is not...
listen to me. The jury is mostly women. When they hear my stories about Art's violent behavior, they are never going to agree to the death penalty. I'm going to use domestic abuse as my defense.
Does Abel know about this?
No,
Is
and
that
he
why
can't know about this either, okay? I have to do this, or else we're both going down. I can feel it.
You know I'll never let you do this.
No, this is not an act of pure unselfishness, okay? Unless Jean Walsh suddenly reappears, this is our last hope of ever being reunited. I can survive prison. I can survive anything as long as I know that you are out there fighting for me.
I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything, okay? Just say that you love me. That's all that matters to me.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Time's up.
I love you.
What's going on? Richard.
Nothing.
Diane loves a good challenge, and this is it. Get the Advil ready. Advil means freedom from headaches fast. Headaches to muscle aches. Advil simply lets people do what they love to do.
These are the sheets that go with the towels. They go on sale at Kmart's White Sale. White Sale? Why does everybody keep calling it a white sale? My everyday bed and bath is color coordinated to mix and match. Even my new 100% everyday cotton sheets and towels are on sale. White sale?
Martha Stewart's Everyday Collection, now on sale at Kmart.
It's the most colorful white sale ever!
How easy is it to win the Take a Shot at the Final Four giveaway? Let's just say anyone can score.
Who did you expect? Shaquille O'Neal?
Buy a medium or larger drink at Taco Bell, and you have a 1 in 4 chance of winning one of millions of prizes, like a trip to the Final Four or $250,000 in cash. Plus, when you buy an NCAA color change cup, you can get a Mexican pizza for just 99 cents.
Hello? Loser! From the party! I'll check my book. Friday's bad. Bye-bye.
Sinfully delicious, fat-free crunch and munch. You should feel guilty, but you don't.
My concern with the home pregnancy test is, did I do it right? First Response understands. I could see its new clear stick working immediately, so I knew I did it right. For an accurate, fast response, trust new First Response.
Braided hooks and dusty books and riddles on the shelf. In the signs between the lines, reasons I found out for myself. The longer I looked, the less I could see. Finally, I fell to my knees. It was right in front of me. Right in front of me. Right in front of me.
My brother is stubborn.
I'm not.
Won't try anything.
Not true.
Broccoli.
Too green.
Karaoke.
Too hokey.
Then I said try 10-3-2-1.
Too new.
Saves cash on every call in the U.S.
Every call?
Quick or long.
How much?
50% off calls over 20 minutes.
Half price?
Great international rates, too.
I can call Paris?
Oui, monsieur.
Right now?
Don't have to switch phone companies.
Right here?
Just dial 10-3-2-1, then the number as usual.
This is easy. Why didn't I try this sooner? Don't push your luck.
Stubborn.
I lead a hectic life. Sometimes I get irregular. So I take something I can trust. Correctol.
Now, even more women trust Correctol to work gently overnight.
Like clockwork.
Two nights of 2020. Friday, the Quickie facelift. Sound like a dream? It's real. Do it Friday, back to work Monday. Weekend facelifts. You won't believe your eyes.
Then Monday, imagine in the midst of serious surgery, the patient catches on fire. This isn't the X-Files. This is real and can happen. Watch 2020 Friday and 2020 Monday.
In Mimi's sexual harassment case, Drew has been slipped a Mickey. Now he's under oath and under the influence.
Don't screw up, Carrie. I'm watching you. So you like to watch, huh?
An all-new Drew. Then 21 million tuned in for the premiere. Find out why critics are calling Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place fresh and funny. ABC Wednesday.
Here it comes, the Hyundai Value Days celebration. Save on the stylish Hyundai Accent. Now sale priced with $2,000 cash back. Also, time's running out on great deals like the Hyundai Elantra. The Elantra sedan comes with $2,500 cash back. And every Hyundai features a warranty package that's better than Ford, Chevy, or Honda. But hurry, these deals won't last long during the Hyundai Value Days celebration. Driving is believing. Get up to $2,500 cash back during the Hyundai Value Days celebration.
No, that is not true.
If it isn't true, Mr. Linsky, when the police arrived to tell you about the murder of Arthur Brooks, why didn't you tell them about Mr. DeVille?
Such a shock. We weren't thinking straight.
And a day, a week, a month later, you still weren't thinking straight?
We were scared. There was this whole media onslaught, and we just never had time to think it through.
But you were convinced that Vincent DeVille had committed the murder.
Yes.
Did you call him? Did you ask him point blank if he had indeed killed Mr. Brooks?
No.
Because if Mr. DeVille was eventually caught, you didn't want any phone records connecting you. Isn't that the real reason? And the phone records that do connect you are panic calls, judgment errors. Isn't that true?
Yes.
And earlier, when you said you were scared, weren't you scared that what has happened would happen?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
Weren't you scared that you would be arrested and put on trial for the murder of Arthur Brooks?
Yes.
And the reason that you were so scared is because that everything that Vincent DeVille has said in this courtroom is in fact true.
Yes.
Order! Order! Excuse me, Your Honor. I still believe my client is confused by that question.
Clarify your question, Miss Spina.
Mr. Linsky, did you hire Vincent DeVille to kill Arthur Brooks? Yes or no?
Yes.
And isn't it true that Kelly Brooks was your partner and co-conspirator in this murderous plan?
No.
Oh, come on, Mr. Linsky.
What's going on here?
Now is the time to tell the truth. The whole truth.
I'm telling the truth. Kelly knows nothing about any of this. DeVille convinced me that this was my only choice. Kill Arthur Brooks or be killed, and that is the way it was.
No! Richard, don't do this.
Don't say anything.
One more word, Mrs. Brooks, and I'll hold you in contempt.
Well, then go ahead and hold me in contempt, because I hold this whole circus in contempt.
Remove the defendant.
This is ridiculous. Richard is innocent. He's innocent.
Quiet!
I don't know why any of this is
Or I will have this courtroom cleared.
Never in my entire professional life have I been so blindsided, so humiliated. Forget I'm your attorney. What about our friendship, huh? Do you know what the armchair quarterbacks are saying about me on the TV talk shows right now? I look like an idiot. An absolute idiot!
I'm sorry, Abel. What else can I say?
For starters, if it's true, why did you confess on the stand? We could have made a deal weeks ago!
I had no choice!
What?
Kelly was going to say that she did it. That's what our little meeting was all about. I just couldn't let her do it. I could not let her take the fall.
And nobody thought of telling me anything about this?
I couldn't tell you. You'd try to stop me.
No kidding. I can't believe that you hung me out to dry like this, Richard. I really can't believe it.
Abel!
He's totally innocent, you know. Everything DeVille said is a lie. We were set up like bowling pins. It's like Art got his revenge, even from the grave. So now what happens?
The DA wants to make a deal.
With Richard?
No. With you.
With me?
If you'll admit to a peripheral involvement in the case, they'll drop the murder charge.
What does that mean?
I can probably negotiate a sentence of 2 or 3 years. With good behavior, you'll be out in 10 months.
No way. Why should I make a deal?
Because if you let the jury decide, it is very risky.
You know what? I'd rather trust the jury than the DA. Unless I'm acquitted, they're going to hang this on me for the rest of my life. And unless I'm free, I can't help Richard get a new trial.
Kelly.
No! Abel, I'm innocent. Innocent. That means no deal.
You may read the verdicts.
On the charge of conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree with premeditation, we find the defendant, Richard Linsky, guilty as charged. On the charge of conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree with premeditation, we find the defendant, Kelly Moore Brooks, not guilty.
May I remind everyone these proceedings are not over.
Your Honor, may I address the court?
Mr. Linsky, if this has anything to do with your confession...
No, Your Honor, this is a personal request. I'm asking the court's permission to say goodbye to the only woman I've ever loved.
Permission granted.
I love you.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, thank you. This court is adjourned.
Caroline.
Dunga?
You know the thing that still amazes me and Coop?
What's that?
It's how you were always so sure that lover boy lawyer of yours would confess and take the whole rap.
Well, I guess I was so sure because I've always just had this way with men.
You're just minutes away from News Center 5.
Massive car pileup in New Hampshire. For some MIT students, going to class really pays off. Another cold night, but after that, could we be in for a warm-up? Details next.
If it feels too good to be hairspray, it's gotta be Finesse Touchables, the hairspray with hydrating silk proteins that conditions as it holds. Finesse Hairspray, the only way to get the hold that gets the touch.
Faded hooks and dusty books and riddles on the shelf. In the signs between the lines, I found out for myself. The longer I looked, the less I could see. Finally, I fell to my knees. It was right in front of me. Right in front of me. Right in front of me.
A couple with everything but money, an heiress with everything but love. A temptation no one could resist. The New York Times says The Wings of the Dove is magnificent. Helena Bonham Carter gives the performance of her career. The Boston Globe raves she deserves to win an Oscar. This year she's won more awards than any other actress. See the season's most critically acclaimed performance in the film that's been nominated for 4 Academy Awards, including Best Actress of the Year, The Wings of the Dove. Back in theaters everywhere tomorrow.
I tried ultra-thins with tabs, thinking tabs were just like wings. I had to leave a party with my jacket tied around my waist. Shouldn't have happened, but now I know why it did. Look how much Pantene Always Ultra Wing protects. Now see how small this tab is? No wonder that pad let me down. Wings protect better than tabs, and only Always has them. I'm not risking tabs again. From now on, I'm sticking with real wings.
Genuine Always wings, for the extra protection you can only get with wings.
I could use something for my leg, Joe.
I've got Tylenol.
I thought you used something else.
No, my doctor told me to switch.
Really?
He said Tylenol won't irritate my stomach the way aspirin and even ibuprofen sometimes can.
Wait, stomach irritation at our age?
Yeah, my doctor said, young, old, it can happen.
To avoid the risk of stomach irritation, Tylenol is the pain reliever doctors recommend most.
How's your stomach? Definitely ready for lunch.
Cool feeling, clean mint taste. Arm & Hammer Dental Care Gel with a patented baking soda formula. Cool mint taste plus long-lasting fresh breath and that feeling of Arm & Hammer Gel. Feel the
wow. Just because I wear makeup doesn't mean my clothes have to.
Revlon creates Color Stay, makeup that looks just applied all day and won't rub off on your collar.
Or on him.
Revlon's oil-free Color Stay makeup. Revlon.
Shuffling papers all day long requires concentration. Someone hold my calls, I'm on a Big Mac vacation.
Did somebody say McDonald's?
Tonight on PI, join Bill and his guests Patrick Duffy, Jeffrey Tambor, Rick James, and Barbara Hauer. Politically Incorrect with Bill Maher, ABC Late Night tonight.
If you think you've seen it all before, just wait until Sunday.
He'll come for me, he will.
Oscar winners Kevin Costner
I want the girl.
and Dennis Hopper
Don't just stand there! Kill something!
star with Gene Triplehorn in the network premiere with never-before-seen footage. Waterworld, ABC Sunday. Parental discretion.
An infant is killed after surprise snow squalls cause a series of accidents. The town of Ashland looks again at a possible cause of cancer. Will an asteroid flirt with Earth after all?
WCPB-TV Boston. Now, this is News Center 5. Coverage you can count on.